Hi everybody, it's Lynn. Today is Saturday, August 19th, 2023, and we're going to make a 3-strand necklace using beads that we received in the Bargain Bead Box for August. So I'll show you what I'm using, and if you decide you want to make one like this, then you'll know what I used. Okay? All right, these beads, these large beads here, I had in my stash. I purchased these either at Joann's or Michael's some time ago, but I do believe they still carry them if you want them. Or you could use whatever you have in your stash that would go with these beads. But I used them. I used it was item number 2 in the bag, the lapis chrysocolla round beads, the 8 millimeters, that's these. These rondelles I had in my stash, but you could use whatever you have. I used the bead caps. Okay, so that's our longest strand. Our second strand, I used, let me see, more of the same beads. These rondelles were in my stash also, these little dark blue ones, and then more of the bead caps. And then the third strand, I used, let's see, this is the agate beads, the 6 millimeter agate beads, and the English cut crystals that we got in the bag. That was in bag number 11, the 6 millimeter English cut crystals. And then I put some tiny little spacer beads in between them just to break them up. So that's our 3 strands on our necklace. And then on our bracelet, it's basically the same beads. Okay, I had 3 of these large ones left, so I put them in the center there, and we're going to put that together for a bracelet. Okay, so that's what we're going to use, and as you can see, I've already strung the beads onto beading wire. This is 19 strand beading wire, nothing special. I've also pulled out of my stash these 2 rings, and then we're going to finish the necklace with chain, and I've pulled that from my stash also. It's this chain that we're going to be using. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and crimp all of our strands here, and then we're going to attach them to the chain to finish up our necklace. Okay, so let's get us out some crimp beads and some wire guardians. You'll need those from your stash also, and you'll also need some jump rings. Okay, and some wire guardians. Oops. Oh, that was almost a disaster. Almost knocked those right in the floor. I would have not been a happy person. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is crimp this end. So we start by putting a crimp tube on, and then our wire guardian. Put it through one leg, come up and over and back down through the other leg of the wire guardian. And put your crimp tube back over both wires. Okay, and what I do is I close my wire guardian just a little bit. I just think it looks more professional if you kind of neaten that up just a tad, just an easy little squeeze, and then go ahead and crimp. Make sure you don't have any loose wire, and squeeze, turn, and squeeze. Okay, and just stick that tail thread back down through some beads if you can. You don't have to, it's just a thing I've done forever. It makes me feel better. And then you can cut off whatever excess you don't want there. And then just pick your beads up and let them fall down. Let gravity do its thing for you. Do the same thing on the other side. First a crimp tube, then a wire guardian. through one leg, up and over, down through the other. Put your crimp tube over both wires. And what I like to do is put it through a beater tube and then pull. Just remember, you got to leave yourself enough room for the beads to move a little bit. This is the challenging part. Let's go through one more. Okay. And then just kind of pull that down. Go up here and close your wire guardian a little bit. And then pull it on down so that it's secure enough. But make sure you got plenty of room. Yeah, we're good. Go ahead and crimp. Turn and close. And when we get everything done, we'll decide then if we want to put on crimp tube covers. Okay, there's our first strand, and now we're going to do the same thing to the other strands. So I'm going to go off camera and crimp everything, and then I'll be back and we'll put our chain together and finish it up, okay? All right, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I have everything strung up and crimped. So what we need to do now is put it together and put clasps on. So first, I'm going to put the clasp on the bracelet. Now, I have chosen a magnetic clasp for that. And that clasp, I believe, came from, I want to say Joann's. I could be wrong, but I think I got it at Joann's. And we're just going to put this on our bracelet. Okay. Like so. Make sure you've got your jump ring closed real good. Always. Now, if you wanted to, you could put a little dangle on your bracelet. I don't do that because they aggravate me. Okay, here's our sweet little bracelet. Now, I've pulled out some 6mm jump rings to attach our necklace to our rings here. So let's just get that done. And I've also pulled out some chain. I measured and I'm cutting 2 6-inch pieces of chain to finish our necklace. Okay, there's one side. All we're doing is just attaching these to our ring, and then we'll attach the other side of the ring to our chain. Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Okay, now there's that side. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry. We're just going to do the same thing on the other side. I did go ahead and put crimp covers on, y'all. It just looks better. Just make sure you get these in the same order on each side. Okay. And one more. Okay. Whoops. That just came right off. Didn't have it closed good. It's easy to do. Y'all know this. I didn't think I had it closed, and I was right. I didn't. You try to be a little more careful this time. Okay. I don't know what I did here, but I sure got it tangled somehow. My goodness. Well, give me just a second to sort this out. I'm not sure what I have done. There we go. Okay, just maintain your patience, y'all. You know how it is. Everything wants to test us. Okay. Now we're going to take jump rings and attach our chain to the rings. And I'm short a jump ring. Let me just grab another one. Okay. I'm going to use the smallest ones that I feel like I can get by with. I'm going to hook it on here, and then we're going to hook it onto one end of one of the pieces of chain. Close that real good. And if your pieces are real thin, you have to make sure you get that thing closed good. Otherwise, you're going to have problems, I promise. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Now we just have to put our clasp on and our necklace will be complete. So let's put a big jump ring on. That's to grab with our lobster claw. And we'll put our lobster claw on the other side. Now, if you wanted to, you can put an extender chain on. I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I need to for what I want to wear this for. Close that real good, and our necklace and bracelet are complete. This is going to be the last piece I get out of this box, you guys. I have very little left. I have some of the agate, a few of the crystals, some of these multicolored ones, the chain, these toggle, and these beads, and of course these rondelles. Other than that, this box has been completely used. So I hope you guys like this. I've always wanted to do something in the blue and green combination, and I'm really happy with how it came out. So, all right, you guys have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you on the next video. Remember, take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.